So today's video is going to be slightly different. I'm literally just going to go out sort of for my normal routine. So I've just come into the office to grab the camera. Just wait for the lighting to adjust. I'm going down the beach early in the morning for my walking meditation. Early morning on a Saturday. Sometimes you got to do it. I love it. Yeah, I won't be able to actually take you guys on the beach today because the wind will be too much for this mic. This video, I'm just going to take you on a day in the life. And I'm going to be talking about routine mainly today because I believe routine is very powerful. And the reason being is we're habitual beings. And when we start to get into routine, we start to make these shifts in our life. So my routine at the moment is wake up, meditate, then go out for a walking meditation, which tends to be longer. So I don't meditate for as long in the morning. I'll do about 10-20 minutes now. And then I'll go out for a walking meditation, ideally down the beach because it's nice, well, nice-ish weather. Right now it's a bit grey, as you can probably see. I don't know if you can actually see out. It's a little bit grey out, so it's not brilliant, but I just like getting fresh air, going for a walk, putting my headphones on, and walking meditation is really powerful. Reason being is you begin to do things with your eyes open. So it's very, very easy to do things with your eyes closed. It's very easy to do things with your eyes closed. But once you do it with your eyes open, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this is going to be the easiest thing ever because initially we have to do it with our eyes closed. Don't have to. But I would recommend do it with your eyes closed. Start walking before you start running. It makes sense. So learn it with your eyes closed. Then eventually you can do it with your eyes open. And that's sort of the goal. And that's what my program is now about. Is really about getting people to first do it with their eyes closed, make the conscious shifts, release all the past pain, activate the new self, but then integrate it into your daily life so that when you go out for a walk, when you're in a queue, when you're in traffic, you can sit there and still be conscious, still be aware, and still be focused on what's going on. Rather than reacting, we're beginning to respond in daily life. So one of the most important parts about my routine definitely is the fact that I will listen to some sort of video, and my favourite human being at the moment is Dr. Joe Dispenza. I absolutely love him. But yeah, one of the most important parts is really about having a routine. And in that routine, I listen to Joe Dispenza every single morning. Now, whether that is you find someone else, whether that is you find Joe Dispenza, or whether that is you listen to me, like, it doesn't have to be anyone specific. But the goal is to have just ideally one or two people, because you don't want to get too much misinformation. Like, don't get me wrong, information is important. But when you get too much information from so many different areas, then you're getting different looks into life. And the one thing I want you to know about information is all information is relevant. All information is relevant. I was listening to a podcast, and it was Lewis Howes' podcast, and Matthew McConaughey and Grant Cardone were both on the podcast. Now, they both had different interpretations about making money. Both of them were right, but both of them were wrong for certain people. For me, personally, I prefer Matthew McConaughey's way of doing it. He rejected about £15 million or dollars because he didn't want to do that type of work anymore. He didn't want to be doing rom-coms, I think. He wanted to start doing more actions, more thrillers. Whereas Grant Cardone was like, get the money, then you can do whatever you want to do. So it's two different ways of looking at it. And this is why I would always recommend going to one person, just so that you've got one sort of expertise, because you don't want to be having so many different viewpoints of life. Now, I agree that we should look for different viewpoints, and we should go for all these different viewpoints and find one that resonates first. But once you find that one person, for me it was Joe Dispenza, and now because I love his philosophy, I love the way he's living, I love the way he does everything, my way of living is now very similar to what he teaches, what he preaches, and what he does and says. So that's why I live my life like him. So that's what I'd recommend. And like I said, I just listen to my videos on my way to my walk.
Stem cells also that are stimulated from
One day I'm gonna hopefully come back to this video and say, I told you I was gonna work with Joe Dispenza. See, I knew that was gonna happen. But yeah, I just want to understand everything to such a deeper level. But I've been thinking about it. Do I want to be a scientist? Do I want to really learn epigenetics, quantum physics? I'd love to. But I'm just not a fan of the typical system. I'm just not a fan, and I feel and I know that we don't need to be part of the fan. I just saw one of those massive windmills. I don't think you can see it. But we don't need to be part of the whole system in order to make changes in people's lives or our own lives. So that's why I'm not really focused on doing that right now. Maybe in the future, but I doubt it. I honestly doubt it. But yeah, this was the fan I was talking about, if you can see it. The big things, the big windmills. Do you know, I'm such a big believer in when you just start to approach life with good energy. Like, even just on my way, like as soon as I've got to traffic lights, they've either been green or they've just turned green, and I've gone through like 3 sets of traffic lights already. I've just woken up in a good mood. I've woken up in a positive mood. I've woken up to do something habitual, which is powerful, because again, just listening to Joe Dispenza, like he says, the more we do something, the more desensitized we become towards it. So it's not a chore for me to get up and go to it wasn't a chore for me to get up and go to the gym when the gyms are open, because it was just part of routine. It's not a chore for me to get up and go to the beach, because now it's just part of my routine. Even though it's not brilliant weather, I'm still doing it because I just want to get the fresh air. And the other day, I'm probably going to come back in the car later, but the other day I literally had a gratitude attack. Now, if you've ever had a panic attack, it's similar to that, but just good emotions. And I was just sitting there, standing on the beach, just like tears were just coming from my eyes, like not ridiculous amounts, but it was just like, I was just like, look at the water, like look at the water, that's amazing. Look at like the structures that have been built. And it just puts a smile on your face. And obviously it gets to the point, this is the goal where you want to get to, where you are standing there or you're waking up, you're about to do something, and you are looking forward to creation. You are looking forward to your meditations. You are looking forward to just stepping into something. Now, that doesn't mean every aspect of your life is going to be perfect right now, because it's probably not. It's not perfect in my life, but it's in the right place for my journey. I know that for sure. Yeah, biggest thing is really understanding that when you get past just that extra step, it's just that extra step, just one more step, one more rep, that's really where it happens. And even last night in my meditation, I was just about to come out of my meditation, or hypnosis, whatever you want to call it, just about to come out. And I remember when I come out of meditation, I usually sort of do that, like the prayer hands like above my head, and center myself, just about to come out of the meditation. And I was like, no, because I want to come out, I'm going to stay just that little bit longer. And because I stayed just that little bit longer, that energy that just went through me was just, it just hit me like a sack of spuds. Yeah, let's use that. And it hit me so hard, and I was just like, oh my God, it feels amazing. And then you just feel that energy running through you. I'll let you know if I have a love attack again or a gratitude attack, because they're pretty amazing. So this is the current situation after going out in the wind, and the state of my hair is all over the place. But that was a great meditation, and it really got me thinking. Actually, I want to start posting more stuff on YouTube, and I was thinking my goal is 3 times a week at least, but I want to see if I can up that and maybe get to every day. I'm not going to promise anything, but even if it's just a short one. So that's going to be sort of my goal now, is really trying to make this possible for me to spread some more knowledge and information, more about me and stuff like that, and feel some more love and spread some more love. So I just actually recorded another video, a random one, just about lucid dreaming, because I was just wanting to explain my experience with it. But once I've done my walking meditation, what I tend to do is I will listen to an audiobook. I've just finished Transcending Levels of Consciousness, which is an incredible audiobook. I definitely recommend it. I speed it up a little bit so I can listen to it faster, because I don't know, not because I need to, but just because they tend to speak very slowly in general, so I like to speed it up a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to drive home, listen to this audiobook, go and make some protein pancakes, because I'm craving some protein pancakes. Yeah, oh, I'm looking forward to it. And do some yoga, just like 20 minutes, 30 minutes of yoga. Just like 20-30 minutes of yoga. And then today, actually, the rest of my day is going to be consumed of building a decking around my office. I will show you what I've got when we get back, and then I'll show you the finished product once we get there. But yeah, as I said, Routine's important. Listen to something educational, and eventually you just get into the habit of doing it, and then you just start to learn much easier. And I couldn't even read before. I could not consume knowledge, but now it's part of my everyday life, and I genuinely enjoy it. And there doesn't go a day where I don't watch a video, read a book, or learn something online. Home I go, ready for my protein pancakes. Yes, if you're not familiar, I built this office, and currently we're building a decking for it. So we're gonna have nice in the summer somewhere to sit, have a morning breakfast in the sun. She's a big dog. Wah. 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 And she's just the cutest. But with that being said, remember, routine's important. Keep up a routine, find a routine. If you have a routine, put it in the comments below, or ask me so I can help you make a routine, because once you've got a powerful routine, then you will begin to see massive shifts in your life. And I'm seeing huge shifts, especially with these walking meditations. I'm just feeling more love and more gratitude, and I was standing there and really just feeling more love, service, gratitude, and it was about me spreading, healing, helping, rather than me just wanting. But don't get me wrong, we need selfish and selfless needs. We do need that. But with that being said, have an amazing day. Keep spreading love, kindness, and so much positivity.